The Wither Skeleton Farm is up and running and producing mad skulls. And also, we're working on a new form of currency that's gonna need a bank. So, we build that this episode. Stay tuned. On the last episode of OlympusCraft. And if we do this, it is going to smash it. This is gonna spin and it's gonna alert the server that, hey, I'm a mechanical thing spinning. I need to be loaded at all times. We now have a little golden bone chunk here with all of our storage in it, and it is working. It is accessible in all the dimensions. What's going on, guys? It's jblader here, back again on the OlympusCraft SMP. I'm just flying over our wonderful base here, and man, do we have a farm coming together. You can see behind me all the progress I've been making. Tons of landscaping, tons of flattening out of areas, building fences, and if you remember last time, our chunk loader broke a ton of stuff. So I had to redo some of this, but I redid it, and I redid it better. In here, I added some grass slabs. These are from the Vinery mod, which I think really kind of ties this area together very nicely. We got our animals in here, and for the fences, we're using some stripped log and these parapets, which I think tie together this area so nicely. It looks just like kind of an old fence, and we are kind of circling the house here, the property, as you might say. We're going to have animal pens, we're going to have some farming around here, and out front over here we have a road that is eventually going to lead to town, and town is probably going to be that way, but there's going to be a lot of landscaping that kind of needs to happen in between, including extending out. You can see here we were extending out this part too, so we're probably going to extend this out and continue to do that so that we have some more area to work with. This is a work in progress. This is a long project. It might take a few weeks, might take a month or two, maybe longer to really complete this area. But hello, dolphins. Whee! But I think it is very fun when stuff like this just comes together, when you're able to finally start to see all the labor, the fruits of your labor, and these beautiful landscapes coming together. But now we are going to head over to the Wither Skeleton Farm and work a little bit on it there. I'm not alone here. We got Rob on the server right now, but when I am alone, that thing is working great. So let's head over there. Yes, I know, I'm doing old school redstone when we have some mods that may make it a bit easier. What can I say? I'm a vanilla player. We've got an Impulse SV item sorter here that's sorting the bones, the coal, and the wither skeleton skulls, and everything else is going to this really old school dropper that's just going to be throwing them there to despawn. We've got a magnum torch here so I can use full blocks if I want to, and it'll keep things from spawning on these blocks. And then down here we've got a Tom's Simple Storage that we can expand storage like this and see how much of everything we've got in here. 38 wither skeleton skulls. We've just got a hopper here pulling out of these, and it's all coming down, and then they're redistributing themselves in here, or at least they should be. The problem is the item flow is not super great, just because we're getting more spawn rates. The rates of this thing are insane because of the magnum torches. Basically, it's basically equivalent of being able to slab the entire thing. So, or you know, what would the equivalent of that be? Like a perimeter, right? The Wither Skeleton Farm is very fruitful, and like I said, when I'm online alone and the mobs are going through their little portals and coming through here, we are able to get a ton of stuff. Let me clear away this kind of gross smooth stone. I was just using that to kind of keep me safe. I still have that AFK book, by the way, that Rob gave me, and we're going to have to try to give that to someone soon so I don't have to pay too many diamonds. But I don't think I'm going to have to worry about diamonds for the rest of the server, because looky here, 27. No, I'm joking. I've already put them in my storage. Look at that. Over 1,300 wither skeleton skulls. Okay? Look, we got beacons for days. We don't gotta worry about beacons. And actually, I might give everyone a free beacon so that I can entice them to buy more. We are at like decoration beacon levels now with this farm, the productivity of it, and it is so productive because of these magnum torches that is making the spawn area really, really great. If you are in vanilla, you're just gonna have to slab everything or light it up. But if you are, you know, in a mod pack with the magnum torches like we are here, then it makes everything way easier. And I got quite the backpack collection over here too. Look at this one. The quartz one is like clear. So interesting. We got quite the backpack collection over here now. Now that we got all those beacons, we're going to be able to set up a shop here and sell some items. But to do that, I think we're going to change the currency that we're using here on the server. You see, if I go in someone's shop like this, Styrkat shop, right? They are using diamonds, and I've been using diamonds as a form of currency. And I don't think that's bad. But the problem is, in this pack, with vein mine, with all the other tools that we have with the create mod, diamonds are pretty easy to get. So really what I think the bread and butter of this pack, to be honest, is the ancient debris, because netherite is useful in so many things in this pack, like armor, and then there's even upgrades past netherite that we're going to take a look at in a few different kind of servers, like even this, like what is, or you know, in a few episodes, what is this elementing, like this is crazy, you know, botania, stuff like this. There's even better stuff than netherite, but netherite is a great source. So I think I'm going to use netherite as the main kind of ingredient for a currency. But you know what? I've got an even better idea. We are going to make our own currency, and we're going to use that here on the server. Now that's going to involve making a bank, believe it or not, and I've got some clever ideas, but I'm going to build the building before I get into the technicalities of, oh, there's a wild Rob here.
Hiya. Sorry to interrupt you.
Hello, you are totally fine. I'm not scheming or anything.
I heard you talk about a bank, and I'm excited.
Yes. Yeah, I think we are going to bank. I am going to build a bank, but not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it. But I think we need to make our own currency, because I think diamonds aren't cutting it. They're too common.
That is fair. I did find a lot of diamonds very quickly. So yeah, I'm all for it. What were you thinking?
I'm thinking we make a currency where you trade diamonds. Like basically you trade different types of things for said currency. Like, for example, let's say it's like a 3-to-1 ratio for diamonds. 3 diamonds is like 1. Here I got one. Okay. What about an Olympi yen?
Olympian. Oh, yen. Nice. I
yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
yeah,
The
yeah,
pun
yeah.
is great.
And then
that is very good.
And then like maybe it's like maybe like 1 ancient debris is like 5 Olympi yen.
Okay. I see.
I think I'm going to leave this area as like a park, like this middle part here. I think would be a great park. Nice. So I'm thinking about putting it here next to Fuzzy's storage shop. I think a bank would look great here.
Okay, good to know.
Here, look at this too. Wait.
Okay. What?
I have a wither skeleton farm that is very productive.
I notice. That is very productive indeed. Could I purchase some at the moment if I can get some diamonds?
Look, I'll throw these in for free.
Oh man, I'll take it for sure.
Yeah.
Whoa, why did we go black and white? Oh, because I put the. That's that what happens? It goes black and white if you put the skeleton on.
Oh, that's so funny.
Try it.
Wait. Yeah.
Put it on your head. I know.
That is crazy.
I know, because I just picked it up and I was like, how did it go black and white?
Oh, that is so cool.
This can't be vanilla,
so
right?
No, it's not. It's not. It's no way.
Okay.
I think I would have
really
remembered that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that is crazy. Well, I'm going to get back to it. Thank you for hopping in.
Nice.
And
lovely to see you.
Yeah, best of luck in your endeavors. All right, it was nice talking to Rob. We're going to get started on a time lapse as we build a bank. Stay tuned. Here we go. I think I very quickly created one of the largest buildings in Spawn, and that was not my intention. Well, Styrkat's building over there is definitely competing with mine, but here we have a beautiful bank, and I was basing it off of a picture of a bank that I found that actually had been converted into a CVS pharmacy. It's kind of a retail store here in the US. But I loved the look of this bank, mostly square and rectangular. Let's take a fly around. And you can see we have just a little bit of dimension to the side. Skylight over the top. A lot of banks have these. And then up here on the top, I have something like, maybe it's a radiator, maybe it's an AC unit, maybe it's a security system. I don't know. We've got some kind of pipes here and just something that looks fancy as a kind of technical unit. We got some moss growing over here. Maybe we need to moss this thing up a little bit more. I think once we add some more greenery around here, some trees and stuff, this will really pop, because I think I want to add a little bit more greenery to this. Maybe a tree out the front here or something. I think mixing in stuff like that really helps a lot. But the scale of this thing is amazing, and there's still some more work to do. But out the front, we're using the limestone, the walls, and the pillars. You walk in past the bone blocks, and inside we have a counter here. We're going to be working on the interior next time. And smooth stone. I love the re-chiseled smooth stone. Looks great. Connected textures. Over here we got a little room. Maybe this is a storage room, or it's blocked off from the public. Maybe it's a storage closet. And then usually there is, of course, something like a vault and things like that. So maybe we break up this room. The actual waiting or sitting room in a bank is usually very small compared to the general amount of rooms in the bank, and sometimes they're split up all the way up to the ceiling. But in an instance like this, in an older bank, usually there's partitions and partial walls. So we may do something like that, because I've got some cool ideas for what I want to do with that. But I think the trick, if you're building something like this, mixing up some blocks. I don't know if this is the perfect combination, but I liked the dacite and the dacite cobblestone and the limestone for sure. I think those are great. The bone blocks, the color is right. I'm just not sure if the texture is 100% right. But again, kind of going with a gradient theme that I've been doing a lot of. So if you're playing along at home, you can do something like this. I don't think it is too difficult to do. You can see mostly concentrating the bone blocks at the bottom, and then slowly going up to kind of more concentrated dacite at the top. No fancy landscaping here yet. We just had to clear a ton of area for the building itself to go. And I didn't want to intrude too much on the other buildings, but also I wanted to make sure that the downtown part of the town here is all put together. And what was really cool is there was like an emblem on the front of the picture that I was basing it off of. So we've got some copper here. And what was funny is the emblem they were using, I think it was like shield. It was also in copper, and it had oxidated. So eventually this will turn a nice teal color, which will complement this building. So there's more stuff to do over here. But I am so pleased with the progress. Hours and hours of progress. Had to go collect resources quite a few times. But super pleased with how this looks. Oh man, I've also done a ton of landscaping over here. This is something that I can do in the background while I'm doing other tasks. So you can see that I've cleared out a ton of area over here. And see, look at the oxidization. You know what? That's just a word I can't say. Oxidization. You know what? It's when copper ages. Okay, we got the copper aging here, and it is looking great. We got more landscaping here. Finished the fences all around, so Mr. Cal, you're not going to be escaping anytime soon. But as you can see, a lot more work always to be done when you're working on a mega base like this. But just, man, when the stuff like this starts coming together, I think it is a beautiful, beautiful sight. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode as we were making bank. And I've got some really fun stuff that I want to be working on in the next few. So make sure you hit subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. Take care.